Welcome back to It's Me Tinx Live, exclusively on Radio Indie Channel 102. I'm so hungry, and Steve has been telling me about a new restaurant we're going to go. What's it called again?
I can't pronounce it. I'm trash. It's French. L'Ami Pierre.
L'Ami Pierre. My friend Pierre. My friend Peter.
Oh, okay, well, I'm from New Jersey. I don't know this shit. I'm garbage.
Okay, I'm going to eat the sandwiches, but do they have like other stuff, or is it just sandwiches?
Sandwiches, quiche. I've heard the bad review on the cookies from my intel. There are people that tried, but
I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate their branding. He just sent me a picture. It's really bad branding.
But it comes in one of those individual bags where you can take the sandwich out and eat it on the go.
That's true. I like that.
Okay, ham and butter.
Honestly, I trust you. From the man who brought me breads comes a new restaurant, L'Ami Pierre.
Also, breads is all vegetarian other than the tuna
and the egg salad.
Well, eggs, I'll be vegetarian.
That's not vegan. It's vegetarian.
I know, but eggs are not vegetarian.
Yep.
Yes,
they are.
No, they're not, you guys.
They're not vegan, but they're vegetarian.
They're very vegetarian.
Guys.
They're not vegan. They're vegetarian.
No, they're not. You guys, a vegetarian does not eat eggs. Are you crazy?
No, a vegan does not eat eggs. A vegetarian would eat eggs.
A vegetarian smashes eggs. My office
milk.
mate is a vegetarian. She's composed of 99% egg.
It's no meat, but you can eat animal product. Like you can drink milk. Cow's milk, cheese,
I was
eggs.
so I feel like we talk so much about vegans that I kind of forgot that vegetarians exist. So vegetarians just say no to steak.
Like anything that is of flesh, they will not eat.
Well, do they eat fish?
No, that's a pescatarian.
Got it. So a vegetarian just skips meat.
Correct.
That's nuts. Like, why would you? That's really hard for me to think about because if I could never give up steak or
you couldn't be any of them.
I couldn't be any.
You couldn't be any. Listen. But
just carnivore.
Breads has no meat.
I know.
So now,
which I didn't notice until you said that a couple weeks ago, and I was like, wait, you're right.
Yeah, my friend Peter, or whatever this restaurant's called, has meat. They have a prosciutto sandwich. They got a turkey and brie, which I've heard is really good too. The sandwiches are simple but delicious.
Ugh, I love quiche too.
I haven't tried the quiche. I'm not a quiche guy.
I get it. Quiche is pretty weird. It's pretty random. Why would you pick that? It's just so Randoniana Grande, but I kind of like it.
You know, the guy who runs the station's vegetarian, and he just texted, he goes, I love eggs. He just texted.
I'm dead. Okay, well, I'm happy for you that you can eat eggs. That's wild. My mind is blown.
Tim loves an egg.
Tim loves an egg. There you go. I love egg salad. It's so good. I get the one from Breads all the time, and I like to take it home, and I like to eat it standing up in my kitchen quietly. Oh my God, we haven't even talked about the cat. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I need to talk about myself for a little bit, you guys. Guys, Vice is not okay. Okay, I had to block some sassy woman yesterday because she was like, "I can't believe that you wrote this story because all about yourself and your cat is sick." And I was like, "She's not sick. Okay, she's completely fine during the day. She's completely fine, chilling. Night falls and she becomes a werewolf. She cannot catch a vibe at night. And I get it. She misses Miso. That's what Jesse said. She misses her brother. But it's rough. It is rough. And I want to shout out every single person who's had a baby, because if this is what it's like to stay up all night, every single hour I'm woken by her cries and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She's fine. Go back to sleep. An hour later I wake up. The bags under my eyes are not designer. It's not good for me, guys. I'm exhausted and I can't. And then in the morning she's completely fine, taking a nap, chilling, and I'm like, what is going on? So hopefully it'll be fine when Miso comes, but Jesus Christ, it's quite the adjustment for us. All right.
That's what it's like to have a kid, by the way. I'm not, that's not facetious. You actually nailed it. It's just every fucking hour.
And you get up and then you're just so tired. But then in the day, they're completely fine.
Yeah, they're chilling. And
you're so tired.
And you're so tired, but you're so happy because you're at least I can lay on this couch for 2 hours and stare at the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you nailed it. You're a mother.
There you go. I'm basically.
Imagine if you had to change her diaper.
I couldn't. That is the number one barrier to me having kids, actually, is the diaper changing. It just seems relentless, you know?
It is. I love that you two are looking at each other thinking about it. Yeah, it's fucking, I've done it.
And Steve's from knowledge, it's a lot. Okay, well now we have the robot litter thing, which is literally life-changing. If you have a cat, you need to get this. This is the best money you will ever spend in your life. It's absolutely unbelievable. You just it's gone. You don't deal with it. And it's literally the best thing ever. And honestly, BJ loves it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
Amazing technology.
Okay, Hannah. Hey, Hannah, how are you?
Oh my gosh, Tinx, I'm so excited to chat to you. I've been trying to DM and get to your AMA, so you just made my day.
I love it. What's going on? Welcome to the show.
Okay, yay. Thank you so much. So for context, I'm 26, second date. We'll be going on a third with a guy who's 31 tonight. We're in San Francisco, so shout out.
Shout out the Bay.
Yes, we love it. Anyway, so we had 2 good dates. He's definitely a little nerdier, geekier than I'm used to, but super nice guy, good interest. And we hooked up on the second date, and he had a full bush. No shaving, manscaping whatsoever taken care of. And for me,
it's too much for you.
Not what I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
Tonight, I don't know if doesn't need to be a hookup, but just going over to make some pizzas. But let's say it gets to that point. Is it worth bringing up or like feel tonight's vibe?
I think that's a later on.
Guy's ego if it's like not going anywhere, you know?
I think that's a later on conversation. I think if it gets more serious, then you can be like, oh, like, I mean, I honestly don't know how you would bring that up, but I think it's a down the road. Like, it's like if you're going to date, like you're like, I'm seriously into this guy, then yeah, say it. But can I say something? And I know Pig would say the same. I kind of like a bush on a guy. There, I said it. I think it's manly. No, I think it's kind of hot. I think it's hot. I know Pig would say the same. We kind of like it. We think not all the time, but like if it suits him and if it's like a groomed bush, can be very hot.
Groomed in any way though.
It's like a huge bush. Then that's too much. Okay, fine. But I like a groomed. I like a nice hedge.
Yeah, I mean, like keep it in check.
It's just so funny because like nowadays nobody has any hair like anywhere.
Right,
so when you
working
see it, it's like
very
wow. Yeah. I think you got to wait until it's like you're almost dating and then maybe you can bring it up and be like, we should trim so I can like see more of it. Maybe that's how you would say it, like sandwich it with a compliment or something like that. But wait a little bit.
Okay.
I love it. I'm happy for you.
Well,
I hope it goes
My
well.
best friend and I are obsessed with you, so just wanted to say that we love your book. We're so excited for your next book to come out and have it on pre-order.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
So excited for it. So thank you. Yeah, we're excited.
Thanks for calling, and I hope this guy works out, and I hope that he trims his bush for you. You deserve whatever you want.
Likewise. Well, thank you. Have a
Lots
great
of
day.
love, babe. Thanks for calling. Bye. Isn't that crazy that like I'm kind of into, I'm like, so I don't know. Like, I think it's fun, but only if it's like a choice. Only if he's like, yeah, I can like rock this. Then I'm like, that's hot. If he's just like, I don't think about it at all, then I'm like, that's not good either. Okay. Catherine. Hey, Catherine. What's up? How are you?
Hi, Tinx.
Hi, babe.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
So, one, big fan. I saw you at your first live show ever during South by Southwest.
Oh, my God.
2023.
That was a bit of
a iconic lavender dress.
That was an iconic dress. That was a little bit of a car crash of a show, I can say now, because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was so fun, and everybody was so sweet and made me feel so comfortable, even though we didn't know what we were doing. Steve wasn't there.
Everybody was so nice.
No, it was good. It was fun.
Made friends at it.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Thank you for coming. That's so sweet.
Of course.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, so I would love your opinion on this. So I'm engaged.
Congrats.
Really happy in my relationship. Thank you. My fiance actually got me the Rich Mom Austin sweater for our first Hanukkah together.
I love that.
And I know, right? It was like the first thing he learned about me. But we have a great relationship. Really happy. And one thing that's kind of a point of contention for us is he's a small business owner. The company has been growing and he has like outside and family investors and stuff. But I really sometimes struggle to see the long-term success of the business. He's a really stubborn person. He's an Aries. So that's great. It makes him a good like business owner and founder. But I want to be able to talk to him about my concerns like in a completely honest way without being harsh. I'm like a corporate girly, so it's very different. There's some financial impacts too, which like does go toward wedding planning and honeymoon planning and stuff. Yeah.
It's really tough because men are just very sensitive about work. Like I really do feel comfortable making that generalization. Men are just like the ego. It's so tied to their ego. All the guys in the studio are laughing, but like no, but they're also nodding and they're saying it's true. This is stupid that this is where my head went, but like think about Summer House when like whenever they try to talk to the guys about like like your business or whatever, like they freak out, and it's just like I think for women because we have to work so much harder anyway to get to the same spot. We don't have any ego in it. We're just happy to be here. Like we're just doing our best or whatever. You can say whatever to us, but like men are just very sensitive about their business. I think it's because, Scott Galloway does say, he says women are measured their success by their relationship status and men are measured their success by their business and their financial status. So I think that's maybe why. I'm trying to think of the best way to bring it up, but I agree you have to be able to talk to your partner about it. I mean, you're going to marry this man, and you're going to be making financial decisions for the rest of your life together. And I do think it's important to have a conversation now to just sort of get on the same page and be like, what are the limits? Like, I believe in you 110%. I want to know, like, what are the goals? What are the limits of like how much money you would put into this? Can we put some money aside? Like, I think you should feel 100% empowered to know what's going on in your finances as a couple, because this is where, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to you at all, but this is where people get into problems. You know, they don't have this conversation up front, and then they're 10 years in and you can't buy a house because all the money has been sunk into the business, and now he feels like he can't let it go because he's spent so much time on it or whatever, yada, yada, yada. I'm making it up, but I think you've got to have a conversation now. Steve pulled up a study, specifically a study by the UOC found that businesses created by women fail 28% less than those created by men, with 30% of all women-owned businesses failing compared to 58% of those started by men. That's so interesting. You've got to be empowered to ask him anything, because it's about to be you guys together against the world, and you have to be able to say, how much money do we have in the bank? How much money are you investing in your company? What can I expect in terms of, you know, putting money towards a house or a vacation or the wedding or whatever? Like, you have to feel completely comfortable saying that to your partner. So you know him best. And I think you just have to rip the Band-Aid and start doing it so that it creates an open dialogue, so that it's not this big scary thing where you guys have like a money check-in every year and it's like, ooh, you get really nervous and like whatever to talk about it. Like, this should be just like talking about, you know, anything, walking the dog or whatever it is. That's how it should be. I really feel that couples have to be on the same page about financial shit before going into a marriage.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. We do have a shared financial advisor for like individual, and we do have a joint account too, which in some ways feels like maybe that's where some of my anxiety comes from, because we did that before we got married. But I like what you're saying about having the conversation way more than once a year. I think that sometimes I get afraid to ask, and then it just like, you know, bubbles over and I get like really worried or freaked out.
And I think that's so common. I think that's so common. And I think it's like, because men, you know, their ego is so wrapped up in money, I think it can become like a once a year thing where you have like a drunken talk about it and then it like goes away. Don't let that be you. This is your life. And I think like in the long term, you'll be way happier as a couple if you have a free flowing conversation about it and openness, and use, you know, if you have that joint account, use the financial advisor, call them and be like, hey, I'm coming in for a meeting. Can you help facilitate this conversation? Make them be the bad guy and just kind of, you know, just get the dialogue flowing and keep it open. Can I ask if you're going to do a prenup?
It's so funny. We've talked about it. I don't know. It's so taboo. I always thought that people like should do them, but like, we're just like regular people from regular families.
Girl, get a prenup. Everybody needs a prenup. And also think about it this way. If you don't make one yourself, like the state you live in will make one for you. Just think about it that way.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah, you did say that a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
I think it's important, and it doesn't mean anything. It just means that you respect the person that you're marrying, and should things go south, which they won't, you got it sorted, and then you can leave in a respectful way. Like, I think it's really important for women to have those. I really, really do. And I think it's important for women to be financially empowered in their relationships and have an open dialogue. This is your life too. You are entering into this union 50-50, and you need to be on the same page about money.
Yeah, so true. Well, thank you, Tinx.
Thank you for calling, babe. And congratulations. I'm happy for you. And have those conversations so you can enjoy being engaged and getting married and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Right. Bye, babe.
Bye.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, I think she's really vulnerable just there. A lot of women do not feel comfortable going to their husbands and talking about money. More than you would know. People you know, some of your best friends are afraid to ask, are we going on vacation this year? Can I redo the kitchen? And that is so wrong. Think about Fleischman is in Trouble, my favorite show of all time. You got to be on the same page about money. Without a shadow of a doubt, you have to be on the same page about money, and you have to have an open dialogue about money. It's not some big scary thing. There should be no ego involved. We live in the world, and the world has money, and you have to know what's up in your own relationship. Okay, super quick break. I will be right back after this.